Just give it a firm tug, shall we? Hello everyone, and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. In the last episode, the biggest thing that happened was that we snuck into the restricted section of the library where Sebastian Sallow revealed an underground basement type thing with a book and a pensieve. And we discovered that Percival Rackham and ourselves are not the only ones who could see ancient magic. There was another. Some student that I forgot the name of. In the distant past. Now, I believe we're on our way to see Natty. Let's get into it. On my way to Hogsmeade, on my way to Hogsfield. Never mind. Right before classes. Which is Herbology, I believe. God, I feel sorry about Sebastian Sallow. I neglected to mention in the opening, but he was caught. We went to the restricted section with him, and he got caught. And he lied. He said that he came alone, which was unexpected, considering he's a Slytherin. Well, 500 meters. Beast's classroom. Oh, this is probably care of magical creatures, I expect. Look at this place. It's fantastic. Nice leisurely walk. There's that bridge that got destroyed, or is going to be destroyed in one of the films. Cut across the land. Is that? No, it can't be Hagrid's cabin. He's not there yet. Unless he just took over the cabin from someone else. And also, it's in the wrong place. His cabin isn't next to a lake. Hello, sheeple. Oh, sorry. I didn't think... Oh, I guess you're not dead. Oh, you don't get anything from those. Well, just destroying property. So sorry.
I should investigate. Lumos.
Let's rob them again. Oh, they have very little money anyway. I don't think they'll miss it. That's not how that works. There we go. Taking all of their belongings, aren't we?
Revelio.
Why did that take multiple tries? Groundkeeper's tools. This is Hagrid's cabin. One might surmise that this set of tools could be enchanted to create all sorts of furnishings for a cozy hut, as large as the occupant may need. That's funny. That's a reference. Anyway, Montrose magpies? Chudley cannons. I'm familiar with those. Oh, there's a student. More people trying to do stuff before class. I didn't get any sleep last night because I was in the restricted section, so I'm probably tired. Hello, Grace Pinch Smedley.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, my name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Certainly.
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid. Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother.
They died.
They never returned.
Oh, I was right.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
What's an astrolabe?
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
Should I know who your family are? She seemed to say what? Something Smedley's of Bath.
What
No.
exactly is an
No.
astrolabe?
No!
It's a
Ah!
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know of your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green.
Chlorophyll.
The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Right then. Okay, just northeast of the dock it is.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
Oh. I thought I was actually going to be exploring like in Assassin's Creed Black Flag with a diving bell. But you know, this is fine too. Striped house color scarf. I don't have a scarf. Illustrious cloak. Must be like dress robes. Robes. God, I said that weirdly. Robes. Pinch Smedley Edrelobe. Wiggenweld potion. Right then, let's get back to Grace. Oh. Leech juice. Leech juice. Delicious. Oh my god, I'm squeezing them. I'm squeezing them. That's surprisingly satisfying.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did, and it's yours for a price. Oh no, but I should have said the price up front. I'm kind.
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there.
Right then.
Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Why, thank you. Renaissance cap. You know what? I'll use it. Look at this, I look incredible. Excuse me, Grace. Right, this quest is called The Girl from Yugodo. So let us speak to that girl from Yugodo. I can never remember her full name. I'm glad we can just call her Nat. Natty.
It is good to see you, my friend.
And you as well, Natsai Onai. That's why I can't remember it, because it bloody rhymes. Natsai Onai.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Professor Fig did tell me to confide in my friends or, I don't know, stick with them or something.
And don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Oh, but it'd put her in danger, wouldn't it? Oh, you know what? It's bloody time. I like Natty.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning. But I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, It is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
That sounds bloody dangerous.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Bloody hell, be careful.
Be on your guard.
That's what I said. Holy Jesus. Are you mad?
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Christ. I shouldn't be rushing towards this. I am just a student. But you know what?
They
I've
must have
defeated
come
Troll.
This way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Found ya! Show off all you...
You were saying? What the hell?
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Oh my god. They're multiplying.
Stop right, Hager! We must hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student over my dead body!
I like this lady.
I'm not done. You cowards!
Holy Jesus.
Child!
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
Potato!
Holy Jesus.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Why am I protagoing? Okay, it stopped. Forget I said anything.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
My goodness, the Wizarding World was quite ahead of the fold in the 19th century. Research, how very interesting.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
How extraordinary.
Merlin. Of the legend of King Arthur.
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Merlin was a Slytherin? My god, I wasn't expecting that.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Okay, I'll be back. I've got classes to attend, I'm afraid. I'll see you later. Well, turns out I have to finish the current quest I'm on. So much for classes, I'll be late. That's me taking out my frustrations.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallowsweet.
Leaves.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Stone swirl. Oh, you mean this one in the middle?
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
Light them.
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
It looks like you can light them. Hold on.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
There's water down there. It's going to get put out, isn't it? No?
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Huh.
Incendio!
All three of them? Oh. Naturally.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful!
It is getting really late.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
You just took up my entire day. I'm assuming it's a weekend because I didn't do anything in the past 2 days.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Well, the pleasure was all mine, madam. What? I guess she's leaving, considering this one's solved. Well, all alone again. Oh, I can use the illustrious cloak now. Look at that. Defense 10. Fancy.
from Hogwarts. It's to tell me my child has broken school rules again. I'd like to learn that you're receiving good grades. I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
What? Did that Floo Flame just say that? Well, the effigy or something. Ignatia Wildsmith? Level 1 unlock. I don't understand. I'm level 7, aren't I? Anyway. Right, time for Herbology. Sallow!
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello! Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
I like Professor Garlick.
We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Oh no.
Accio.
This is gonna be awful.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Not earmuffs?
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Let's give it a firm tug, shall we? Oh my god!
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and pack down the soil!
Just put them in the ground, for God's sake.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
A warm, dirty blanket.
Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables.
Oh.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Hold on, I want to speak to him. What's your name again? Everett.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Wise words, Everett. Professor Garlick.
Yes, Professor? Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of. I'll say, I nearly went deaf. Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds. I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade. You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Back to my original
Dittany's
place.
restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Haven't seen Professor Sharp, but he seems nice. Oh, that was who Fig was talking to last episode. Or this episode, I don't remember. I'm recording these back to back. Right then.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. you'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Pruitt's the guy who got humiliated. He's a Gryffindor. Mr.
Hello.
Pruitt.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander.
Leander?
I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But you'll lead.
I like this guy. He's named Leander. Like the Leander class of light cruisers.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, why, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Stop repeating me,
I
Lyra.
nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during... Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once. Don't worry, nurse lady put it back on.
Aren't we
Trust
supposed
me,
to...
You do not want to go through that.
Wasn't there a dummy or something we're supposed to give them a good chomping with?
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Oh. Wait.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I was imagining it already. Oh my god, I'm a psychopath. I'm a psychopath.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
As am I, Professor. Plants offer so much.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Well, Professor Garlick is nice.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we have a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available, Lucan. Why, thank you, Brattleby. I will speak to Professor Hecate about that task, and then I will see Brattleby with crossed wands. And I'm surprised that Hecate condones crossed wands. I suppose we're not using unforgivable curses, as far as she knows. Where are those chests? I can see chests on the mini-map, but I can't...
Oh, what am I missing?
Oh, Lenora, we just saw her.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. but I'm not sure what to do next.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Lumos,
Do come and find me if you stumble.
that spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Oh my god. That looks like... Oh. It's leading me to it. Of course it is. I need Accio.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
The statue with an ingratiating grin depicts the medieval wizard Gregory the Smarmy, the wizard famous for inventing Gregory's unctuous unction, a potion that makes the drinker believe whoever gave them the potion is their best friend. Oh my god. Oh.
Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Aww. That's cute.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Lenora Everly.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
That was nice.
moth. I should have seen that.
Like a moth to a frame. Like a moth to a frame. Well, I guess I'll have to see Professor Hecat later. Potions now. Professor Sharp.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
I'll hold my breath. Pinch of Dittany. Horklump juice.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your Herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing. And we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Right then.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Why do you want to know?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't like this.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
To hell with it.
Very well. I'll bring you a Fwooper feather.
Brilliant! Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Well then. Fwooper feather it is.
Your potion should not be
McDowell. I really hope he wasn't lying about it being valuable. Oh no, he'll be able to track it back to me though. Because... Oh no, I shouldn't have done this. I'm the only one who was allowed in his office. Well, Ashwinter Egg it is.
A well-prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant!
Bloody hell!
Thank you.
Be
This
quiet.
is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Stop speaking so loudly. It's a private conversation. A private con... Oh god, this is the one that covers you in a film of rocks. Ugh. Ugh.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait,
Lumos.
it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Not again.
Potato! Oh, smell.
Dragon tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Hey, this is brilliant.
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Oh. Just him.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I don't know what you mean.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Ah, damn it, I knew he'd trace it back to me, because I was the only
Each
one.
of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Damn it, I knew that he'd be able to trace it back to me. I was the only one who was allowed in his office, but I only realized too late. Damn it.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
But at least we only lost points to Gryffindor, which is wonderful. Expelliarmus.
Greetings. I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Oh. Fantastic. But that's for the next episode, I think. For now, it's Expelliarmus and Brattleby. Oh, holy Jesus. Holy God. Oh, but it's a main quest. You know what? No, I'm gonna do it.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you, and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Oh, for God's sake.
Of course, Mr. Ollivander. Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
I'll see what I can find.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old wand-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Well, that was not what I expected. It's supposed to be a main quest. Successfully avoid enemy attacks by dodge rolling. Cast Incendio on enemies. Oh.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Okay, need to avoid it 10 times and cast Incendio on enemies 5 times. Holy Jesus.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
Absolutely.
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Actually, no.
I'll go it alone.
Then let's get started.
Oh god, this might end badly. Need to dodge 10 times.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Right, Charlotte. 4 of them, holy Jesus.
Incendio.
Confringo.
Three, 10.
Incendio. Tego. Stupefy. Give them all 4. Leviosa. Stupefy. Protego. Accio.
Mind the one.
Protego. Stupefy. Incendio. Hey. Stupefy. Stupefy. Levio's still better than that. Protego. Stupefy. Incendio. Stupefy. Accio.
Confringo.
Stupefy. Protego. Lumo. Levioso. Incendio. Protego. Stupefy. Levioso. Stupefy. Take. Stupefy. Incendio.
Oh, Jesus. That's my last bit of Wiggenweld.
Stupefy.
Oh, I went that alone.
I'll sign up for a round.
Holy Jesus.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
Oh, I'm just getting started, lad. It's an honor.
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Champion garb. Ooh, let's look at this. I guess it's not a wearable thing.
The best duelist won, I suppose.
Charlotte Morrison. Ah, isn't that Pruitt?
You can't be beat, can you?
Apparently not. Well, I almost did. I don't understand. Level 1 unlock? I don't understand. I'm level 1, aren't I? Why can't I hear? Why can't I hear anything? Not sure why I can't hear anything. Anyway.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Yes, indeed. I set some students on fire.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
Oh. I missed that. But we have it.
Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
I do. Right, that's gonna be my combat setup.
Expelliarmus! You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Right. And with that, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.